Today we're going to make our very own painted rainbow unicorn. With me, Miss Dimitri, and
me, Miss Joanna. Let's get started.
The materials you'll need for our painted unicorn is a white piece of watercolor paper, a pencil, black crayon, paintbrush, watercolor paints, a water bucket, and paper towels just in case. You can also find our unicorn template on our website. Now that we have our materials, let's get started. We're first going to draw the outline for a unicorn. So you're going to start near a little bit under the middle left side of your paper, and you're going to come up on a diagonal. And I always like to draw lightly. That way I can erase any pencil marks that maybe I don't want, or if I make any mistakes. Now that I'm kind of closer to the center of the paper, we're going to make our unicorn ear. So we're going to curve up and curve down. That's our first ear. You're also going to want to draw a hidden ear back here. So we're going to come from this diagonal line, a little bit over here, and you're going to curve up and curve down until you hit the first ear that we drew. Now we're going to draw the front part of our unicorn's face. So we're going to come out from the ear and curve down, coming close to the edge of the paper but not touching. Then I'm going to come diagonal, so I'm going to curve over and curve back up. All of my lines are super smooth and not too straight so that it doesn't look like a robotic unicorn. Right now from here we're going to draw the neck. So we're going to just come down on a straight diagonal line to the edge of your paper. Okay. Now we're going to draw the mane. So from here, from the first ear, you're just going to come down, up, and almost like a zigzag. I like to make mine a little bit smoother though, and I'm going to come all the way to the edge of my paper. And the last thing that we're missing here is our unicorn's horn. So you're going to come from the ear and you're going to come up, almost touching the top of the paper, and then come down. And I'm thinking maybe that's a little bit too thick, so I'm going to erase it and try it again. It's up to you though. I think I want to make it a little bit thinner. There you go, that looks better. All right, I'm also going to make a line for the inside of my ear. And maybe a line here. And I also want to draw an eye. It's up to you what kind of eye you want to make. Maybe you want to do a curved line. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, like it's almost smiling. You might also want to make just a regular eye, so you can leave what I drew here, and you can also add just a curved line underneath, and then just a regular curved line for part of a circle and another circle. Or if you'd like, you can make a cuter eye. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's a little bit different. And you're going to start with a circle, and then you're going to draw a curved line here, a curved line here, but instead of coloring this part in black, you're actually going to color in the center black when we get our crayon. And then you can also, of course, add some curved lines for eyelashes. And I might just leave that for my example. And then we need our nostril here, so just a oval right here, and then of course a cute smile. Once you're happy, and I think I actually might even add up here curved diagonal lines. You don't have to though, but I like that. I'm going to get my black crayon and I'm going to trace over all of my pencil marks. And what that does is it helps me see my pencil marks better, makes my unicorn pop out, and it helps keep the watercolor paints in the spots that you want them. And I like to make it nice and dark, and to do that you can either trace over it a couple times, just like that, going back and forth, or just press a little bit harder with your crayon. Might just color in the nose. And then, like I said before, we'll color in this inside part if this is the eye that you choose to draw. All right, now that we're done tracing and coloring in the black part of the eye and the nose, we are going to get ready to paint. To start, I'm going to paint the mane of the unicorn, the horn, and maybe add a little bit of color to the unicorn body. It's up to you if you want to leave your unicorn body white, or if you want to add some unique colors and make it a little bit different. So I think actually I'll start with my horn, because I think I'm going to make my horn yellow. So make sure you have enough water on your paintbrush, pet the paint, and then carefully paint your unicorn's horn. If you'd like, you can paint it all one solid color, or maybe you can skip around if you did the lines like me and maybe make stripes or something like that. So I think I actually might make stripes. I think I'm going to mix two colors, so I'm going to mix the yellow and a drop of orange to make almost like a golden color. It's really just my yellow orange, but it kind of looks like gold to me. And of course, the more yellow I use, the lighter it'll be. The more orange I use with the mixture, the darker it'll be. Okay. And I always like to start with yellow and then dip the orange in, because orange is darker, so it'll change it a little bit quicker. So all you need is a drop. Okay. Now that I'm done with my horn, I'm going to paint my mane. It's up to you what color, if you want to do it solid, or again, paint it however you like. I think I might do it in rainbow color order, just because when I think of a unicorn, I think of rainbows. So I'm going to start with red at the top. And you can actually take your next color, making sure to clean your paintbrush between each color. And you can do it next to each other, but right where they touch, you can carefully see how you kind of sneak up to the color, and you can blend them together. So it almost looks like it's slowly changing from red to orange. I'll do that again with my yellow, so I'm gonna take yellow here, and I'm gonna sneak up to my orange line. And then right where they touch, I'm just going to carefully blend them together. It creates that yellow-orange that we were talking about before. Okay, I actually might want to add a little bit more yellow here. Okay, now my next color in the rainbow is green. I'm going to blend to make a yellow-green, kind of like lime. I'm going to take my green and turn it into blue, so put my blue right here. And blend it together, making like a turquoise. And then the last color is purple, or violet, right? And then blend them where they touch. There you go. Now, I've decided that I do want to keep my unicorn white, but I want to add a little bit of extra detail. So this is kind of a cool technique that you can use, especially if you have watercolor paper. You can take just a wet, clean paintbrush and add a drop of just water on the inside of the unicorn ear, and then get just a tiny drop of red, because I don't happen to have pink in my palette. So I'm actually just going to drop in just a little dot of red, and see how it kind of just spread everywhere. The more water that you use, the lighter it's going to be, which is kind of as close to pink as I'm going to get with my red here. And I can actually take whatever is left over on my paintbrush here. Maybe I want to add some rosy cheeks. Maybe add some more water and a drop of red, like a little explosion there. Kind of mix it around. Okay. And of course you can do this anywhere else. So maybe you want to add, a little bit of red right here, or pink, just to make it look like a shadow. But again, you can do this with any color. So maybe you want to do it with, purple, make a purple unicorn, or green. Now that I'm done with my unicorn, I'm going to paint the background. And like I always say, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. I think I'm just going to do small explosions of color. So I'm going to take some water and drop in some red, kind of mix it around, and maybe use colors that are close to it in the rainbow. So maybe, of course, orange is next. Drop that in. And I'm just going to do this all over, making almost like a interesting tie-dye effect. And I know that yellow touches green in the rainbow, so I can use green and drop that in without it turning brown. And just keep adding water and then dropping in color. And if you're looking at the color wheel, red and purple actually do touch, so you can start again. Once you're done with purple, you can drop in some red, and they'll actually mix together to make this beautiful red violet, which is kind of nice. All right, and there you go. I have my beautiful, colorful unicorn with tons and tons of rainbows. So,
Thanks for watching. See you next time.